Hi YouTube, and welcome back to Risa Plays Medieval Jump. And I am going to save the witch now. That one thought was the only motivation for me to charge right into the fire, grab hold of her, and literally carry her out of the building, running madly as far away from the storehouse as possible. I feel like I made the right choice. Something is telling me that I won't regret this decision. The witch won't stop bashing me on the head, though, for grabbing her so brusquely like this. What are you doing? Unhand me! Let go! Release me right now! That was an explosion. Rubble and stone were shot out of the air, flinging everywhere, including directly at my head and knocking off my helmet. The impact of the explosion was so big I ended up planting my face into the soil. Not only that, the witch's cape was burned to smithereens since it practically shielded us both from getting serious burns. Magically. Both my helmet and the witch's hat were blown off thanks to my heroic fall. This is all the same text as before, I'm sorry. When it comes to tumbling down pathetically, both emotionally and physically, I'm number one. The witch stayed silent. The witch remained silent under my protective arm, probably trying to process in her mind what the hell just happened. And I happened to be the man who saved her. A surge of overwhelming pride began to enfold me, since this is honestly the first time I actually saved a maiden for real. Okay, a witch, but she's still a maiden. That counts, right? Though that pride quickly shattered when the witch delivered a sharp elbow into my rib and struggled out of my arms. What have you done? You've completely ruined my epical suicide. You're so cute. Right. I know I don't have many chances to save damsels, but still, I don't get that every day. I can't even tell if she's serious or joking. I quickly sat up, sure as hell confused on what the hell on earth this witch is talking about. That's why the only reply I managed to construct was a dumbfounded, huh? Her handprint could easily be seen on my cheek right now, I'm sure. That is for touching me, she yelled, readying a fist with her other hand. I noticed, so I tensed my muscles to catch her fist before it reached my face, but no, she's not aiming her punch at my face. She hit me square in the stomach, where my armor was lacking. And this is for saving me! I bend over in pain, though it's more in the verbal pain rather than physical hits, actually. Hey! I raised an arm in defense, attracting her attention from her, albeit the glare. Don't I deserve a kiss or something for saving you? A kiss? Really? Dude, you don't deserve a kiss. That's like claiming you own someone because you did something for him. That's not cool. Her glare hardened. It was at that moment I noticed her eyes are bright golden rather than the earthy colors most of the villagers possess. I don't need saving. I'm a knight. I'm trained to save maidens. I'm a witch. Knights don't save witches. Well, I don't care. It's not like I prefer to set you on flames. The witch opened her mouth, but nothing came out. I smirked in victory of the verbal war, to which I received a glower from the woman in front of me. She looked more thoughtful after that, and all I could do while waiting for her to respond is just stare at her. She is pretty. Without her witch hat, she actually looks kind of endearing. Her youth is to blame, I suppose. I'm confident that she's younger than me. What are you staring at? Immediately my eyes darted off, blinking as if I got dust blown into them. Nothing, it's just... you don't look like a witch. My simple, honest answer, meant to be a compliment actually, was taken as an insult by how her expression changed. How dare you! It was a compliment, you idiot. There's not a single witch in my life who isn't... I haven't seen a single witch in my life who has your youthful olive skin. It's pretty. Hell, I want that skin. You look like a damn fairy. Fairies. I'm sorry, I can't read right now either. And what about you, prancing around with those stupid brown locks? You think you're so pretty? After 26 years of living on this world, someone finally notices the effort I took for hair care. I love it. Thanks, I think. But how's that even relevant? I didn't get to finish my side of the compliment argument or whatever the hell we were doing when this girl literally stood up and ran off, leaving me alone with my tongue tied. Hey, listen to when people are talking to you. She completely ignored me. Great. Now I know I don't just repel pretty princesses, but pretty witches as well. This is a horrible, horrible night. I stood up and dusted myself off, and that's when I noticed the angry mob returning from behind me. Then it connected. That witch may have just run because of the mob returning, not because I repel girls. I tried to convince myself. Just as I was about to feel better about the situation, the mob picked up my helmet and her witch hat. There she is! One of the keener men pointed toward the darkness, exactly where the witch had run off to. I'll catch her, I announced to the mob, still fired up from my argument with that fiery witch and received my helmet back. Wait. Still fired up from my argument with that fiery witch. I received my helmet and snatched the witch hat from them. So it will be her doom when she receives this. Verbal doom, that is. No one walks away from me if we're in the middle of a heated argument. Riding shift, I sped into the direction to which the witch ran. That just sounds fun. Shortly after that, I could finally see her figure running in the darkness. Hey, you dropped this. I swung her hat in front of her face after I made shift. Maintain the same running pace beside her. Okay. Then I pulled the hat higher when she attempted to make a grab for it. You're just like a bully. Now, thank me first for saving you. She shot another glare at me and only ran faster, completely ignoring her hat. I frowned, now starting to get annoyed by her arrogance. You know what, you're pretty arrogant too, so... How many times does she plan to leave me hanging like this? Catching up to her again, I notice she's not very happy of my decision to correct her. Miss, my temper draws very thin. I would appreciate if you would show at least the tiniest hint of gratefulness. Her shoulders hunched a bit, and that's when she turned her head sideways to face me and yelled right in my face. Knights are so stupid, always craving for attention and honor and crap. Why should I be grateful? You're just doing your job to save me, and I'm doing my job in being a mean, grumpy hag. Good point. Her heightened yell froze me for a second, but as I watched her getting further and further away, her words began to echo violently inside my head and reawakened something inside me. That same anger, disappointment, and self-loathing that I felt earlier after Jev's bachelor party is burning wildly inside me again, as if her words were like oil carelessly poured onto an already blazing fire. Why is it always like this? I tried just as hard as anyone else to do what I thought was right, maybe even more than anyone else, but why does life keep doing this to me? Why do I always get left behind? First by my parents, then by my foster parents, next by my best friend, and now this? A witch? I'm sick of being the fifth wheel of everything. Glaring at the witch's disappearing silhouette, I questioned myself for the final time if I wished to let myself get left behind again. Give that witch a piece of my mind about everything that ever left me alone. Before she completely vanished from my view, I snapped. Speeding up with shift till we passed her, I hopped off my horse and landed my feet right in front of the witch, my shadow towering over her. And I will pause this on the cute, shocked face of hers. Until next time.